What's good word, everyone? I'm Kenny Vine, the owner of SportsHalfBalls.com. Welcome to the show. Liberty minus 1.5 against Jacksonville State. Wednesday night football action, the best football game going today. We see Liberty giving 1.5 to Jacksonville State at home. Now, I didn't write a bunch of stats on this game because this is all about in between the ears. We got Liberty coming off the biggest upset this side of Notre Dame, Northern Illinois, on the season, losing to Kennesaw State, a complete embarrassment. Could we see this coming, though? Well, one of the worst teams in the league is New Mexico State. They beat 30-24. Another horrible team out there, Florida International, took them to overtime before they were able to survive. A one-win UTEP team was down 14-10 in the third quarter before Liberty separated it, won by 18. So how are we going to mess with Liberty playing a good Jacksonville State team? Well, we'll tell you in about 1 minute because SportsHalfBalls.com is the name of my site. We went 3-0 yesterday, took advantage of two great situations in the NBA and NHL, and then one with Louisiana, plus the 4.5 with the wrong team favored there. So we're really seeing it well. 39 games, 64%, which is great. You know, a little bit of a longer term, see what we can do. 13-8, last 21, however you want to break it down. We're seeing things well. And right now, anyone who's chats with me, and everything is in the description below. Any package deal you want, but just as important, come chat with me on Twitter or Facebook, or X in Facebook, and boom, we'll get you set up with a 2-for-1 special. We got college football, NFL, we got NBA, NHL, throwing some in there. Whatever gives the greatest value at that time. College basketball just around the corner. Perfect time to get set up with us. So what do we got? Liberty 1.5 over Jacksonville State. I saw this go to 2.5 in the wee hours. I see it's down to 1.5. The total is at 63. I like that the home teams in a relatively even matchup control the tempo. And when I look at Liberty in their games, 51, 55, 59, 38, 52, those are the points scored in their games. Not one of these is at the 63 level. But after letting up 27 to Kennesaw State and seeing that Jacksonville State against bottom feeders in their last 4 games have put up 42, 54, 63, 45 alone by themselves, you can see why this total is so high. So Jacksonville State playing great football against bad teams. Liberty has struggled against some of these same bad teams. How do you put this all together? Now, it's all in what you believe. You hear stuff about, they've won 12 in a row at home, and the last time they were 7-point favorites, last time they were single-digit favorites, they crushed people. Do you believe this is the same Liberty team? I think the perception and the point spread record shows that they're not. Jacksonville State with Rich Rod, they've come on and gotten better as the season has gone on. Now it's a big game. There's no dream crusher here. Liberty had no chance with that schedule to go to the playoff. None whatsoever. Even if Army lost, Navy lost, Boise lost, whatever, this team had no chance. So let's not pretend this is some sort of dream crusher. It's not. What it is, what Liberty does have is tiebreaker advantages to win this conference or be in the final in the championship game. So everything for Liberty is still out there to be made. Same, obviously, is true for Jacksonville State. This could be a loser leave town type of deal, especially for Liberty. But now there is no spread. I mean, it's 1.5. You pick the winner. Liberty bounce back versus maybe this team's not great. And what we see here is Liberty is not as good as they have been in the past. And people can't get over that. Jacksonville opens up the favorite. All the money comes in on the other side with Liberty. which is fine, and they could win. And I don't like the side in this game. What I think you're going to get is a bit of a lower scoring game in terms of, when I say lower scoring, I don't mean 9-3 Sam Houston 2017. I mean like a 27-24, 28-24 type game where it's in the 50s, even up to 31-27, which is getting close to this 63. The one thing that would keep me off the over is how many points Liberty's led up to bad teams. Along with, I believe you're going to get Liberty's best effort here tonight, offensively, defensively. And I think this is a coin flip game. So with a coin flip game, that means overtime. I don't want to hear, oh, man, we had the over the whole time. It was 24-24. Then it flew over the total, because these teams, once they get to the other team's 25, are going to be able to finish off drives. All of a sudden, you're sitting at 24-24. Now you're sitting at 31-31, and you're like whining that you had the under the whole time, and then it just went to overtime. That is a piece of the puzzle. So ultimately, what do I think about this game? I favor the under 63 in this game. A game we most likely will not get to the window with. You can make arguments, convincing arguments either way, that Liberty's not as good as they were, or they're going to bounce back and play their best game. They're going to actually be focused for once because they were bored. I don't have a great opinion on that situation. So I think if I was given a free bet with this, I would go under 63. It's not very often we get a free bet, though. So take that with what you like. I love giving out information. We at Sports Have Balls love giving out information. If people think that's good enough information to make a play, more power to you. I do the same thing. I'll watch other people and go, wait, that's way more important than that particular podcast guy or whoever is giving it credit for. So if that happens when you watch me, that's awesome too. But I would favor the under. Probably not going to get involved, but you should get involved with sportshaveballs.com. Why? Because we are in a 64% run over the last 39 games. We're 13-8, or however you want to slice it down. We swept the board yesterday. Just to give you an example of one of our plays last night was the Brooklyn Nets over 107. You got a bad team playing a playoff team. Now, people are like, oh, take the 5.5, take the 4.5. I don't like betting really bad teams to actually win a game. And, of course, they lose by 5 in overtime, and people whine. Or, if you lost with Brooklyn, it's your betting skills, because it went down to 4.5, but there was plenty of time to get 5 and 5.5. If you won with Denver, congratulations. But ours was over by the third quarter. I mean, 107 points. They had to get 107 points, and 3 times they did. They've been hitting this number quite easily, except for when games were out of hand. And this game, you had Denver on back-to-back nights with their third game in 4 nights. They're not going to want to play defense. NBA is all about situations. Don't care about Russell Westbrook did this. He's going to be a cancer. Who cares? The actual situation for that day. Back-to-back, 3 out of 4. Denver is not going to bring their defense to a game like that in Brooklyn. Not even playing anyone of any significance. So that's the type of advantages we like to get and roll with. So sportshaveballs.com is the name of my site. Come chat with me about any type of situations. How teasers in the NBA are terrible. Whatever you want to talk about, I would love to, and we'll get you set up with your 2-for-1 special. Sportshaveballs.com is the name of my site. We'll see you in the next video, and let's make money.